Another Get Ready With Me. This time we're actually going clubbing. This is my first time at an Afrobeats club. One of the guys I'm talking to said he wanted me to have like the Afrobeats experience for once, and I was like, oh, say less. It's about time, because I don't know how many men I've told that I haven't done this and I haven't done that and I haven't done this. You want, and this is the first time that one was like, okay. Other guys have told me like, okay, you're saying you haven't done this, like let's go do it, but then they'll do something and I'm like, actually I don't want to do this with you anymore. Wow, it's giving Rihanna forehead right now, but we love her, so it doesn't matter. I'm really excited to go. When I went out on my date last weekend, we were supposed to go to dinner and dancing, but we got to the club and it was a Friday night, and I thought Friday nights were poppin' too. Girl, it's Friday night. We ain't kicking in a while on a Friday night. It's not, because it was literally just us two and maybe 9 or 10 other people. And I was like, it was like 10:15 maybe, and I was like, I'm kind of tired, so if... Stand up! I hope it wouldn't be too, like... Stand up! I want to go home, basically. He was cool about it because it wasn't popping and we had a couple drinks, so like at that point, if I'm drinking and I'm not, I'm going to sleep. Like that's just what's happening. And I also got a bunch of new like makeup products, and I tested it out yesterday and it was nice. Next SOS, I'm a happy girl. I smile a lot, I laugh a lot. So these, as I've gotten older, have gotten more defined. When I wear makeup, it like will start to get dark. Mainly on this side because it's a little bit deeper, but both of them if it's a long night. And so I started using some mineral powder to finish like my concealer, and I really felt like that girl when I did that, because I feel like that's such a key part of all the Get Ready With Me makeup videos that I see. And I'm like, okay, when I get to that level, that's how I'll know I got my makeup down. I feel like we're really, really getting there. I'm really proud of myself for trying, first of all, not just being intimidated by the whole thing, because damn, ladies, it's 1,000,002 products out there and 1,000,002 brands. Like, how do you even know what to... I'm narrowing it down. I figured it out. I got this new primer from e.l.f. that I keep seeing, and when I tell you, the foundation is locked all night. We're gonna find out tonight because this is the first time I'm going clubbing with it, so I'm really gonna be like moving and sweating and stuff, but we're gonna see. Right now I'm working on being more generous with my setting spray so I don't get it off, because this man that I'm going out with tonight. So the last time I saw him, I had my head like on his chest and this man had a white shirt on. Tell me why my face was right there on his white shirt. Like you could have just put it up on a frame and we could have walked through a museum and they would have said, that's Jackie. So I'm trying to be more generous with my setting spray, and if you guys have any tips on how to stop your makeup from completely transferring onto another surface, you already know how to get a hold of me. At the moment, the roster is kind of full because I'm still in school. Work is kind of popping, so I kind of don't really have too much time. Yeah, so my weekends are pretty much booked until like Veterans Day. Which I guess isn't that bad because it's the end of October right now. But I was talking to this guy on Bumble today and he was like, farmer's market and bottomless mimosas date. And I was like, first of all, those are my two, we go together like this. He said he wanted to do that on Sunday, and I'm thinking that he meant tomorrow because it was Saturday morning when he texted me that. And I was like, the fact that you thought that I was available tomorrow is bold. Bold and brave.
Bold and brave. More like belongs in the trash.
But I'm not, and I'm actually not available on Sunday until the 19th of November. So if that's too long for you to wait, I completely understand and I'm not offended. He said, no, book me for the 19th. And I was like, okay. Okay. Oh, not makeup on the shirt. Yeah, so he said that and I was like, yo, do I need a secretary? Because this is starting to get a little bit chaotic again. I think I might take a little pause to see how these guys fare. If they start showing their colors and I start dropping them, then I can just add more guys to the rotation if I see fit. Notice that I'm starting to date in waves now. So I'll have like a group of guys. I'll go out with them consistently. Obviously things start presenting themselves and things don't work out. As things don't work out, I slowly end up with one. And then if things don't work out with that guy, then we take a pause, assess, and we move on to the next group.
Real motherfucking pimp bitch shit.
But yeah, I don't know. Bumble's been really doing it for me. I don't think I'll ever get a Hinge again. How are you guys doing your freaking, oh, all over my eyelash like a freaking noob.
What a noob.
How do you know where to put the concealer? I feel like every time I do my makeup, I'm doing it differently. Like sometimes I'll just draw a line, sometimes I'll do the whole triangle thing, sometimes I'll just do the dot here and the dot here. I never really know what to do. I feel like I'm still just easing my way to this makeup thing. One thing that I am going to start doing now though, patting your concealer in with a brush, because I've been so aversive to concealer brushes. I've always just been like, no, I am taking a beauty blender and I am pounding it in. Like that concealer you are not going to see. You're not gonna know I have concealer because the way that I pound it into my face. So I saw this TikTok of this girl and she was like, why are y'all beating your concealer into your face? Like you're obviously not letting it be bright. She had a thick, like much more concealer than I have. And she was just doing this the whole time. And I was like, you're gonna be there for days. Like you're not gonna make it to your destination.
3 hours later.
But I did it yesterday and it actually blended out pretty well, pretty quickly. It always makes me nervous when I finish doing my concealer because I be looking like a ghost. Like, okay, just wait for the process. Everything's gonna come together. Can we talk about how hard it is to change your social media algorithms after you're done with a certain season in your life? For example, I had a bunch of relationship or like coupley type stuff on my algorithms and it took me a hot minute to get all of that off. But one that I've been seeing, or one that I saw today, was like, it's really crazy for these guys to be like, why are you not exclusive with me when they've barely known you? Because what have you done to deserve my exclusivity? You want me to give you all of me for something that you might do. What? You're not a bank and I'm not an investor. I don't have to do that. I'm not getting excited off of words. I'm not getting excited off of promises. I'm not getting excited off of I might do this and I might do that. If you haven't done it for me, it hasn't been done. So you don't get that from me. My exclusivity has to be earned. My singlehood is very important to me and very valuable to me. And so for me to give that up for a man, you're gonna need to be, I'm not sitting here asking for money, but I am saying I need something tangible. Telling you that I like flowers, give me flowers. I've never been to an Afrobeats club, take me to an Afrobeats club. It doesn't have to be buy me something lavish. It really is just, are you listening to me and are you doing for me after you hear what I want and what I need? So that's just where we're at right now. And again, Bumble has shown me that there are so many options out there, so I shouldn't be limiting myself, and helps me get out of that scarcity mindset of like, oh my gosh, this is the only man that exists right now. It doesn't matter what he's doing. It doesn't matter what red flags he's presenting. It doesn't matter what on my ick list is just a deal breaker and not just an ick. This is the only man, so Jackie, you're gonna have to deal with it.
Says who?
I will be by myself before I have to deal with anything. That's why it's really kind of interesting to talk to all these guys, and the ones that are kind of hinting that, or straight up saying that they want me to be like, well, why are you talking to other guys? They're kind of giving that attitude when I mention that I'm dating other people, because I'm like, okay, well, first of all, that tells me about yourself. And secondly, why on earth, it's about to make me vomit. You see the blush? The blush really just be adding like a certain, something else that I've been doing is putting blush like at the top. I kind of like it like right above the eyebrow. This is my first time going to an Afrobeats club and I'm like, this is actually my element right now. I will know all the words to the songs finally, because I don't know if you've ever been clubbing with me before, but I promise you I don't know words to any of these songs. Like, it's so bad. I am a nervous sipper already, so when there's words, like if there's a popular song at the club and I don't know the words, I will be drinking so that you don't know that I don't know the words. I'm a whole fraud in the club. I'm really just here for good vibes and to dance. I know how to dance to all the songs, but I do not know the words, and I will not learn them in my free time because I got other music to listen to. Something I want to get away from is doubting the whole look before I even do the setting spray and the lips. Like I'm always like, damn, like it's not even really looking that good. But then I'll do the setting spray and I'm like, okay, we got a little mistiness going on. In the face with a wet mop, but it's worth it. I feel like no matter what I do, I am always late. I set myself an alarm. I gave myself time to do certain things and said by this time you will be done if you start at this time, and somehow Waze is still telling me to leave. I told this man I'm not buying another costume because it's a costume thing that we're going to. I said I'm not buying another costume. This would be my 4th costume if I bought it. I ended up going to Marshall's anyway and bought a different shirt because I had a hippie shirt that I wore for a different party. Felt a little bit too much skin for me, so I was like, okay, so let's do something a little still groovy. I'm just not showing as much skin as I was in the other one. Plus, I still got my necklace, so you know I'm a hippie. And the cool part is that he got himself a headband and like a little fake afro so that he could match my costume. Just little things, like when men try. And I'm not gonna be a silly girl and post pictures of the both of us because no, I definitely will take pictures and save them for my personal archives and to show my friends. The new guy that I'm talking to for 2 weeks. I'm so sick of myself at this point. Let's give him a little chest so they could see the pendant. Normally I would smoke. I feel like it just adds to the experience, but this guy does not smoke. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I guess I could just be a drinker for the night. Ugh. I mean, I guess I could just be a drinker for the night. I'm not gonna be dramatic. The cool part is that he was very on board with me not really wanting to take regular shots because he said, what do you want to pregame with? And I was like, actually, I cannot take shots anymore in my old and tender age of 26. So if you could get us like some flavored vodka. He said that was cool. So I'm like, cool, because I refuse to throw up in front of you, sir. And if you give me regular alcohol, I promise you that's what's gonna happen. Okay, is it giving hippie? I actually don't think I want to do these beads. I don't know. I feel like it is giving hippie, and if he's next to me and he's also wearing his hippie stuff, like it's gonna be like we're gonna look like we're for the 70s, right? We'll see. This is all they're getting from me today. I'm gonna do my lips when I get there because we're gonna be taking shots. I'm not wasting a perfect lip look on some shot glasses. I will be doing my lips in the Uber on the way to the club. Like a respectable woman. Well, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Don't know how much more of these I have left in me because I feel like I'm starting to say the same things now because we're starting to get to who we are as a single girl. But this is a fit. A hippie costume, just changed up the boots. And now that I'm looking at this outfit, one of you guys better invite me to a freaking baile because these are the boots that I would be wearing and probably the jeans. So I don't have to be talking to these short Mexican men anymore.